Hello folks and welcome along to RTG TV. Today we've got live coverage of Burnt Rubber Racing. We're at season 1 and we're on round 4 already. It's not going to be your usual commentator of Joe here today. It's going to be me, Lee, who is going to be covering for him today. And we've seen Mark Bow. Quickest time up to now, 1:27.763. So we'll see if anyone's going to be able to beat that time. We've got quite a big jump there between Jundy Sunday and Mark Bow there. If we look further down, Chuckle just coming around 1:30 now. Let's see what time he's going to be able to do. He's only got a couple of corners left. Last braking zone here into the chicane. Seen a good few moments happened there in the past, bearing in mind Ayrton Senna and Alan Prost. That was a bit of a shake-up there, but goes second, just 22 thousandths of a second quicker than the Aston Martin of Jundy Sunday. We've got Chuck here, the other Chuck in the Williams. He's just coming up to Spoon now. We've got Percival here. And night of a round table here coming to the line to see the time he's going to be able to put on the board. That is not going to be a representative time. Just seen that there, 1:35.886 that was. We'll go back up to Chuck as he's bearing down on 1:30 there, and you're going to be flat out around that left hand corner there. Of course, one momentous overtake we've seen there in the past was, I think it was in 2005. Fernando Alonso going right around the outside of Michael Schumacher there. Really quite a ballsy move, I would say. But there we go, we've got Chuck going quicker than his brother there and getting into the 1:27s there with a 1:27.961. So we'll go down to, I think, Percival, who's just coming around the hairpin now. Yep, so let's see, we've got 18 corners here at this legendary track. Of course, a unique layout here, as it's the only track on the F1 calendar with a figure of 8 layout. And as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, Percival is actually just going across the track that was earlier on just went under. But now he's coming to the line on these medium tyres. He's going to do a 1:30.012. And of course, with this being my first time here, I'm seeing a lot of new names that are here. Of course, I've only seen a couple of them in the past. Of course, the Ferrari lads there, and then you've got the two Chucks and Ginge as well. And I think I remember seeing Super Calgon before. And oh yeah, of course, Lee. So up to about near half the grid I've ended up seeing before in the past in some sort of racing aspect. So it's good to see them folks up with the newer ones. So we'll see how things are going to go with Ben T. Smith. He's not on a lap right now. Super Calgon's on a lap. We've got Nobby Bootneck on a lap too, so we're just going to have to wait and be patient for them. Mr. Twist went third of the 1:28 flat. Did miss that there. We'll see how he's going to be able to do. Is he done another lap? No, he isn't. He's going to be off that lap. Bish is just coming around the S section of turns 2 and turns 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and then you'll get all the way up to turn 7 here up the Dunlop curve. Now going into the Degna 1 and 2 here, you've got to make sure you get these corners right, as it's one of them that it's all or nothing sort of corner, and you've got this little right hand kink as you lead up to the hairpin of turn 11. Of course, you've got to be careful there. It's a wee bit sneaky, especially if you're in a battle with someone. You've got to make sure you're going to be careful on the brakes, you know, with that little kink being in the way. It does kind of bucket out a little bit. Super Calgon actually retired from the Grand Prix. I wonder what that may be. I think that may be in the pits. So maybe he's been a little bit naughty in the previous race. I'm unsure. Like I said, a new face here today. So Zuki goes 10th with 128.7. We'll see. Novi Butnek went 15th with 129.501. Bish is down there. Ginge actually really good lap for what I've seen before, of course. Right there, I've got the best. This is because he was on the intermediate compound tyres. And I'm actually kind of surprised, if I remember right, this is, I'm unsure if it's a short qualifying or not, but I think it would be. So, Ginge actually down a lot, but here he is, he's coming up to the end of the lap. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. He's just coming to the line now. Let's see, is he going to get the 127s? Oh, he does, 127.836. Now, I would say if he went and kept it close to the pit wall, he may have actually just nicked Mark there for that pole position. Or for the provisional pole position. But I'm unsure if they've still worked out that bump in the road at the final corner of Suzuka. It's been quite often in the previous games that there's just that big bump there. So yeah, I'm glad that that's been sorted out. We've got that Red Bull on the left hand side of Morph. You see, is Morph going to finish his lap? We'll see a McLaren there right off the track there. Who was that in that McLaren? That was Zuki. Oh, and Morph actually goes P11 with a 128.488. Have a wee quick look at the gap. So it's actually a really close gap between a lot of these drivers, of course. 3 tenths between, well, just under 4 tenths between the top 8 drivers. So actually quite a close battle here for the provisional pole position. We're going to see who else is on a lap. If we look, he's not on a lap. Morph just finished a lap. GZ ain't on a lap either. Jundy Sunday, it looks like he's on a double warm-up lap. Anybody there, feel free to fire your comments in just now. Oh. Right, I'm on Pro Live right now. We'll see how he's going to be able to do this. He's coming around Spoon Curve now. And now it's going to be flat out all the way down to turn 16. As he comes around at 130R, he's going to be absolutely booking it flat out. No, he actually misses the apex a little, doesn't keep it in as much as intended. Misses the curve there on both of them. Could have used them a bit. Oh, he decides to jump into the pits, my mistake. But he's sitting in P19 at the moment. Let's see who else is on a lap. Is Bish on a lap? Unsure, I think he may have just started a lap. So we're starting to get to this sort of calm period. And so we're going to have to just wait and see how things are going to be going in the next few minutes. Oh, Bish getting a little bit out of shape there, out of turn 6. If the S section is a bit of a curious one to see how that went on. You'll see, it's going to be Bish coming around the hairpin now. Is he going to just, I think he's just going to be coming back into the pits. Of course, there is going to be a few of them just coming back into the pits right now. That'll give them a chance to get one more lap in Of course, if they just go around once more, then they're not going to be able to get a lap in. We've got Mr. Twist. And is it going to be a little bit of twist and shout here today? Is he going to be able to get on that top on that top step, or at least get on that front row? We need to see how things are going to go as he's just coming around the Dunlop curve into the first of the two Dignas. Comes up quite quickly, and then you've got the second one right there. Oh, and he just gets that little bit of a twist too much on the throttle there, and that unfortunately sends him a little bit off the traction that he was needing. Nobby Bootneck coming around the 130 yard now into the final chicane. What time is he going to be able to get as he's on the exit of the chicane now? Oh, was he using his battery? I'm unsure if he was or not, but still puts in a 128.635. Nicely done from him. Zuki on a lap, he's going around the S section now. Got Bish on a lap, he's sitting in 6th right now, 128.111. Sorry about this, folks, just having to look and see. What we'll do is a season just a way to start a lap in 2 seconds. Got Steve O'Markey there. Got Pro Live in that Aston Martin there. We'll just stay on board with him and see how well he's going to do. As he's sitting at the back of the pack right now by quite a considerable gap at the moment. Of course, he did do his one on mediums. Oh, he actually just turns in that bit too early and gets upset on the curb. And I could say this isn't going to be a very good first sector for him. It's it's going to be a bit unfortunate, turning in a bit too much, and then with the loss of the balance, it ended up going wide. Fortunately, that's not going to be a lap that he's going to be needing, and he's down by 6/10. Got Steve O'Markey, who's just a little further up the road. Now he's going to be heading into the Spoon curve now at turn 13 and 14. I'll go with that Alfa Romeo. I think that may have been Mr. Twist there. Yeah, it would have been Mr. Twist. Yes, he's on his way back to the pit lane now, I think. But right now we've got Steve O'Markey just coming around the final chicane. Oh, it seems like he was pushing on the limit there, trying to get as much of the traction down as possible, but he unfortunately only manages to make P15 right now. Let's see who's going to be next. We've got Aston Martin. I think that's Pro Live coming to the line, and he actually managed to improve on his time, so it goes through the first lap that he done wasn't exactly the best, so it's a bit fortunate in that sense. Ginge, is he going to be able to get that? We'll run back with him in just a few moments. We've got Zuki, who just went P5 there. We've got JZ actually goes quick as the 127.525, smashing time from him. He goes a professional pole right now. We're trying to see who. There's just that many drivers here right now. We've got Mark Bow just coming around 130R. We've got Murph as well, just coming to the line. Murph ends up going into P12, 128.401. We've got Mark Bow, his teammate, coming across the line. He goes second with 125.559. Going further down, we've got Super Striker coming into the final chicane now. Mr. Twist, he's still coming up. We've got Nobby Bottleneck coming up. We've got, that was Ben T. Smith there. And then we'll go all the way down. Who did I miss? It was Super Striker. He comes across the line in P6 with 127.893. Mr. Twist just coming to the line to finish all his lap, and then we'll go further down. We've got the Alpha Tauri of Steve O'Markey. He jumps into the pit lane. So that was actually quite close. We'll probably be quite quick there, and we're a second down to 14th place all within a second there. So I would say absolutely smashing there from these guys, keeping it nice and close to each other. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of qualifying. As you see there at the top, it's short qualifying. So we've got Jay-Z getting that pole position at 127.525. Absolutely smashing result from him. We've got Ginge in P2 in the McLaren, and the Mercedes of Mark Bow in third place. We've got Chuck in fourth, Chuckle the brother. In fifth, we've got Super Striker. Then we've got Zuki in sixth and seventh. Mr. Twist in eighth. Ninth was Bish. Jundy Sunday in 10th. Lee was in 11th. Ben T. Smith in 12th. 13th was Murph. Morph in 14th. Noddy Bootneck in 15th. 16th was Steve O'Markey. Bish. 17th Percival. 18th, 19th was Pro Live. And Super Calgon is going to be starting at the back of the grid, considering he did not set a time. So looking forward to this race, where we're going to have, I think it's 27 laps of racing. I'm unsure, 27 or 28, I keep forgetting here. Around this 3.608 miles, or if you understand kilometres better, 5.81 kilometres. First World Championship Grand Prix here was on the 1st of November 1987, so quite a way back. Looking back at this track in the previous races, seen quite a few instances of the Senna-Prost rivalry spilling over here, and we've seen turn one incident between when Prost was starting on pole and Senna was in P2, and absolutely went for it into turn one. Both of them crashed out. Senna ended up world champion. I would say a bit disgusting in my opinion, but that's just my opinion, really. And then I think it was a couple of years later, or a couple of years before, at the final chicane there also, (1990) was turn one incident, and '89 was the final chicane incident. So yeah, so this track has actually got quite a lot of history, and of course it was known for a while as one of the final Grand Prix, if not the final Grand Prix. But right now it's round 4, and there we go, we've got the green light, and that was actually really quick. Alright, it's formation lap, my mistake. So I had no idea formation lap was on, so that's actually even better here. You get to see everyone get their tyres nice and toasty. We've seen quite a lot of soft runners at the front. We've got medium and Chuckle, then we've got soft Super Striker hard for Zuki, Twist and Bish on the softs, and then we've got a little bit of a combination here of hards and mediums from 10th to 14th, and we've got softs for Alpha Tauri of Nobby Bootneck, Steve O'Markey on the opposite of hards, and then we've got Percival and Bish, both Haas on the soft tyres, and Pro Live in 19th on the hards, and Super Calgon in 20th on the soft compound tyres. So looking forward to this race. Of course, this is going to be my first race here in Burnt Rubber Racing. Hopefully I'll be able to see many more in the future. Here we go, that is all the cars lined up on the grid and we're getting ready to get underway here. And there's 1 red light, 2 red light, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're away for the start of this Japanese Grand Prix. JZ managed to get a great start there, and it looks like Mark Bowles managed to get a good start also. Is he going to be coming up the outside of Ginge? We've got Ginge here managing to hold on, it seems, to that position up to now. Mark Bowles, manages to get right through it, and there's been a little bit of a contact there. Chuckles actually went right down, and or is that Ginge? Ginge is actually off the track there. Sorry, my mistake. And looking further back, we'll see what happened, as if Ginge has got any damage. Looking like it right now. I'm seeing another car going off the track. That was Super Calcon going up to Ginge now. We'll see if he's got any damage. It doesn't look like it. He's got away scot-free. Of course, he did lose a good few places at that start. Chuckle has got a bit of a gap to make up now to these front two of Mark Bow and JZ. Going further back. Morph going for a move, is it? On board with Ginge here. Good to see Morph and Murph going battle now. M&M, seeing how they're going to do the Williams and the Mercedes. Looked like they were getting right close to each other there. I think Murph actually got past them there, I'm unsure. Percival, Percival, you could have went for a beautiful move there around the inside of the 130R there. Mr. Twist though looked like he was getting right close to the back of Bish there, but unfortunately that gap did open up. Looking at Murph right now, is Murph gonna go for it here? Nope, but it looks like Percival waited and he's managed to get that move done, and he's moved up into 15th place. He's got a little bit of a gap there to get up, and considering that the DRS will be open in just a lap's time, he's going to have to get a bit of a move on trying to keep within that 1 second margin there that gets the DRS from the car ahead. So looking further up, we've got we'll see how Chuck's going to be doing. He's got his brother just up in front. Now looks like, he nearly made contact there actually. And with these battling, could Mark has actually went and swapped places with JZ. Sorry, my mistake. I absolutely missed that. And well, how is Mark going to do? Is he going to manage to pull away on them soft tyres? The best thing for him to do is try to pull away compared to Chuckle, who's on them medium compound tyres. He'll be able to go a little bit longer in this race. Going to have to stay on board with Ginge, as he's actually making his way right back through the field after having that terrible start. It's going to be a bit of a tough one, keeping an eye on him and Park up at the front there. Looking on it, looked like he was going for a wee peek there on the Williams of Morph there. Mark Bow sent the fastest lap, of course, with him managing to get 131 there. So looking further up, the Chuckle brothers swap places. My God, I keep missing. Bish and Ben T swapping places there. Bish managing to get past, using that slipstream and battery. I'm guessing a little bit of battery there to full effect. Murph and Morph are still really close together. At this point, it looks like Murph is actually holding the Williams of Morph up. Welcome everyone who is watching right now. We're on lap number 3 right now, and we've seen this battle soon. We've got Mark, who's actually just went and got an overtake on JZ the previous lap and moved up. Of course, now we're going to have DRS activated, and he's actually moved out of that DRS range. You can see he's 1.1 seconds up the road now, so JZ won't be able to get any DRS unless he absolutely nails this little final section. It looks like the gap's going to be getting bigger. He's going to have to try using that battery that he's got, but he's not got much of it left. Mark is actually doing a nice job of saving his and not getting too much on the battery. Of course, we do know that using them batteries, it does end up being a bit of a bother to try and get it charged back up again. But we're going to see an overtake here. It looks like We're seeing Chuck going for second place there, and he manages to get it done with the aid of the DRS. Moving further back, are we going to see anyone else go for a move? It doesn't look like it. The field's a bit spread out now. So there we go. Chuck managing to get up into second place, and now he's going to be hunting down that Mercedes now. And now it's just like 11th and 12th, really. A Williams chasing a Mercedes down. So we're going to have to wait and see how that's going to fare, and see if he's going to manage to keep up. Oh, Lee and Morph battling out here, and Lee actually managing to make a... I think Morph actually made a mistake there, coming out of Degna 2 there. So I think that was Lee just capitalising on a mistake that Morph had just made coming out of there. Got Mr. Twist right on the rear of Bish there in the Red Bull. Could he actually go for a move here? He's eyeing it up, he's going for it, he's having a wee look down the inside. Is he going to go for it? Oh, Bish! A little bit cheeky there, kind of cuts him off there. I was thinking he was going to actually go for it. Chuckle right up the tailcoats of that Ferrari of... Oh, and Mr. Twist actually went for it, going into the chicane and actually made it stick, goes into 7th place. Chuckle, so there's a wee battle here going on between the Ferraris and Chuckle there. And Jay-Z actually loses out 2 places to Chuckle and Super Strikers. Chuckle managing to get up into 3rd place. We've got Mr. Twist and Bish battling out yet again for that 7th place. And we're going further down, let's see, is that Morph and Nobby? Yep, it is. And then we've got Super Calgon and Pro Life battling out Ben T and Bish. Bish must have spun out, because he was sitting all the way in 12th just recently. So that's, no, actually, wait. Oh my god, you guys have really got to do this to me. Right, so we've got Bish in the Red Bull and we've got Bish in... That is confusing. Thank you guys, thank you so much. You make my job so much easy. Great, but we've got Morph here on Nobby at the back. In P12 and 13, he's looking quite close. Managing to stay right up to him. Anyway, he's not managing to pull away or anything. But looking up at Zuki though, he's actually doing quite well on them hard compound tyres. It looks like Chuckle actually must have made a mistake, because he was sitting in 3rd place just there. So, but unfortunate for him as he was chasing down Chuck. But Chuck is actually now chasing down Mark Bow, and he's actually managed to gain quite a considerable bit on him. And he's going to have that DRS, and he'll be slipping out of the slipstream there. Moving further down, Zuki actually going for a move on GZ. They're side by side going around turns 1 and 2 there, and the McLaren has made it stick. Moving up into 4th place, and he's going to be seeing the next Ferrari that'll be on his list of Super Striker just up ahead in 3rd place. Going a wee bit further down, we've got Jundy Sunday. He's actually the other one on the hard tyres up in the top 10. One of only 5, of course, the hard runners actually kind of at the back here, with Ben T, Stevo and Pro all at the back on the hard compound tyres. Jundy Sunday and Zuki are the only ones who are actually on the hard tyres in the top 10 right now. Oh, looks like Jundy was just about to go for a wee sneaky look there. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Who be that? Looked like it may have been Pro. Or a wee quick look what's happening with him. Don't think it was, but yeah. So things. Oh, Chuckle getting a little bit slippery in the rear there. Looked like he was going to be going for a drifting session there. So we've got Ginge here at the back. Of course, he had a terrible start, and he ended up all the way down near the back of the field. We're going to see what he is going to be able to do. Is he's coming back. Oh, Mr. Twist and Jundy Sunday come together out of the final corner, and it looks like they're going to be falling down even more places here, as they've just not got the pace now. Murph actually looking up the inside of Lee was actually looking up the inside of Murph. Murph now looking up the to battle out with Mr. Twist here, and it's just not going the way that they're wanting right now. We've got a 5-car gaggle here, and it looks like Mr. Twist actually went off the track, and that's going to be holding up Jundee Sunday. And yeah, Morph's just falling back now. Mr. Twist and Jundee Sunday managing to get past, and it looks like Mr. Twist is actually trying to hold off Morph now, and he has to back out of it, but then he goes off the track. We've got Mr. Twist off the track, and he's losing all these places. We've got Bish 492, 442, there we go, we'll call him. Thank you very much, people, for making it easy. We've seen just a bit of a commotion there, and we've still got about 20 laps remaining. We've got Lee, who is right behind Morph in that Mercedes for 8th place. Jay-Z not actually doing too well, considering he was sitting in first place just recently. Ginge actually managing to make up quite a lot of spaces there. He was sitting in P9 just recently, and with all that that's gone on, he's managed to move it right up the field into P6. Of course, he's going to be nice and happy about that. Of course, he was sitting in, what was it, like P16 or 17, and at the end of lap 1, so from starting in P2 all the way down to near the back of the grid, and then managing to get that nicely done. Jundee Sunday, first one into the pits, of course. That'll be with the contact between Mr. Twist as well. Got a lovely shot there from the helicopter. Be able to see these lovely cars going around this lovely, beautiful track. Of course, anyone who's watching, feel free to fire your comments in. Ginge is around the spoon. Ginge is around the spoon. He's down to P12 now. Bish, he's coming up. He's going to be getting a Red Bull Bish, should I say. And there we go, you see that McLaren on the right, and he's moved down into 13th from 6th. Ginge, if you're listening, you're going to have to just keep your head down, keep calm, move forward. Anger ain't going to be the way forward. You ain't going to be getting anywhere with yourself being frustrated, so he's going to have to try and keep that head down and see how he is going to be improving. Chuckle, is he going to be able to get a move on Zuki just ahead in the McLaren? They're just coming out of the final chicane now. The DRS is going to be activated for that Red Bull, but won't be for that McLaren. Here he is eyeing up a move. Is he going to be close? No, doesn't think he's going to be close enough. But looking back further, Jay-Z into the pits. Oh, let's see, Jay-Z being overtaken there from Pro Live there, but he just came out in a fresh set of hard compound tyres. So we're going to see how things are going to be able to go in just a few moments. Oh, we're seeing the 3-second time penalty starting to come in. We've got Bish and Mr. Twist both with 3-second time penalties. I do apologise about that little quiet period there, but we'll move further up. We've got Chuckle. I keep saying Ginge for some reason. But then we've got Chuckle here moving to the inside, and he manages to move up into 3rd place. Well, what was 4th place, now 3rd place, with Super Striker jumping into the pits and getting onto them with fresh hard compound tyres. So people have seen pit stops start to happen more and more often now. We've got Pro Live. Is he pitting? Yeah, no. We're going to see how everyone's going to pit. We'll keep the tyre strategies up right now. So everyone in the top 10 and Pro Live in 13 to have pit. We look at the gap to the leader. So we've got Ben T. Smith. So Super Striker, depending on what these guys up in front do, it could actually be Super Striker in the lead here. Mark knows it. Since Super Striker is pitted, what is Chuckle going to do? He's going to have to stay out. Zuki's staying out. Lee, what's he going to do? Oh, Murph and Morph battling out once again. And then we're seeing is Bootneck going to come into it? Yes, he is. Bootneck coming up the inside, and he manages to get both of them. But no, he doesn't. The later breaking from Morph manages to wind it around the outside and get that position. Nicely done from him. Super Striker actually just been covered off by Mark there. By such a small margin there. Absolutely excellent there from Mark there, pitting at the exact right moment. Ginge getting fastest lap 130.718. Of course, that's going to change more and more as we get further into this Grand Prix. You can see Super Striker will be a bit desperate there to try and get past that Mercedes. He's absolutely glued onto that rear wing of that Mercedes just in front of Mark. We'll see how he's going to be able to get on in the coming few moments. So I'm going to change that back to interval there to see the gaps between each driver. Super Striker and Mark Bull, we'll keep an eye on that. Of course, we've got Ben T. Smith holding the pair of them up. He's on the old hard compound tyres. Well, not old, but he'll be able to last them until about lap 17 maybe. Jundy Sunday and Pro swapping places there. Both Aston Martins swapping places there. Ben T. Smith being overtaken by Mark and GZ there. GZ Super Striker, sorry. And now is Super Striker going to go for it here? He's keeping in the back of Mark just to make sure he's going to be able to get that slipstream. But these two are going to be battling out for the lead in the closing few moments as we're still waiting. Oh, Chuck's into the pits. Where is he going to come out? Is he going to come out in the lead? Technically in the net first. Yes, he is. So Chuck is ahead of Mark and Super Striker here. This is absolutely smashing racing here, but is them tyres going to be able to do 13 laps? I think that maybe the medium tyres, he's sitting on them now. We're going to be able to see how they're going to be able to do in the closing stages of this Grand Prix. Is it going to be nice come the end, or is the hard tyre going to take over? We'll keep an eye on these hard runners right now. Of course, we'll see have any of them pit yet. So a couple of them have pit since the start of the Grand Prix, the ones who started at the start of the Grand Prix. So it's not as bad in that sense. Super Calgon losing 2 places there. Whereabouts was that? He must have made a mistake going around to Degnes. And we've got the battle between Ginge and Percival. Ginge managed to get back around the outside of P15. Of course, he's going to have to try and manage to pull this back. We've just moved on to lap 13. So if he gets a safety car and manages to get caught back up, I could actually see him actually doing really well and possibly even fighting for a top 5 finish even. Judging by the way he's been going at things just recently. Just needing that little bit of luck. Murph in that Mercedes into the pits. And he's already away again. But of course, there's a long pit lane that he's still going to have to wait a bit. Super Striker managing to get past Mark there. And I think that's technically second place. Well, we quick look at stops there. So the top 3 have still yet to stop. We've got Lee, Chuckle and Suzuki. Chuck, I think, he's going to be technically in first place due to this massive master undercut here. And he's just coming up into the hairpin of turn 11. Looking further back, Jay-Z right on the back of Ben there in that Alpine. And you could see the grip difference already in these hard tyres, with Jay-Z being on them fresh tyres and the Alpine being on the older tyres. Same with Pro Live there, being overtaken by Morph, but we'll stay on board with Jay-Z and Ben T. We've seen Zuki jumping into the pits now. How far is this going to knock him down? I reckon it could be possibly about where we are now, battling out with Jay-Z and Ben Smith here. You see Lee is actually into the pits as well. He's going to be overtaken by his teammate, I think. Yep, he is. Jay-Z making the move now. Goes up the right-hand side of that Alpine and makes it past before the braking zone. Absolutely smashing there from the Ferrari of Jay-Z. Lee in that Alpine's going to have to do a little bit of catching up. He's got Jindy Sunday just past him there in that Aston Martin, and now he's sitting in P9. Nobby Bootneck and Pro Life swapping places there. Pro Life not actually managing to do too well right now. He's on them old tyres. I think he should box in the next lap or two and possibly jump in for a set of mediums. As I say, our tyres are starting to go off a bit much now, as we can see in a place where there's not... Oh, that was a bit of contact there. That was a bit of contact, but I'm unsure who was at fault there. It looked a bit 50-50. We'll be able to see. It could possibly end up being reported at the end of the race, but we'll have to wait and find out what will be happening with that. We'll move further up to the other McLaren right now, who's sitting right on the back of Ben here. Is Zuki going to go for a move going into turn one? I think he is. He is close enough behind, certainly close enough behind, and could possibly even going for a move maybe on GC. As we see, he's already switched out to the right hand side of that Alpine and he's passed him already. Oh! Looked like Ben turning in a bit too quick there. And there we go, Lee's went and overtook his teammate, Jindy Sunday. He's got his teammate just up ahead. Pro Live getting a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit line. We'll see Murph and Morph were battling out there going into turn one. Having a wee look further up, Mark still sitting closely to the back of Super Striker there. Is Chuckle trying to do a medium soft here? I think he might be. He might be able to box next lap for a set of softs. And actually, I think it might be this lap he's boxing. He's coming around 130R now. He's just got a wee bit to go. We'll see. We'll go on board with him and see what is he going to do. Is he going to jump into the pits yet? No, he isn't. He stays out. Right, so we'll have to see how that's going to go. Mark making sure he stays right at the back so he can't brake and play a little game of DRS chicken there. Zuki and GZ, they're battling now. We could see how that's going to go. We've got Mark. He's now got the battery and the slipstream and the DRS to make a move past Super Striker and make it up into that third position. Nicely done, Zuki and GZ battling out, and GZ actually goes down the place. So both Ferraris losing out there. We've got Ben T. Smith into the pits. Now we'll be quick look at penalties at the moment. We've got 5-second time penalty for Morph. And we've got 3-second... Oh! Mr. Twist and the Haas-Bish. Sorry. Haas-Bish. Always get them mixed up. The Red Bull and the Haas. Honestly, why did you have to make your names the same pretty much? It's confusing for us commentators. But the Red Bull, Bish of Red Bull in 15th, chasing down Percival right now. And I think Bish may be listening right now, I'm unsure. It's not just because I think it may have caused him to make a small error there. Chuckle's actually lost quite a lot of time here. Whether he made a mistake or not, that could be yet to be determined, but he's lost actually quite a significant amount of time. Either that or that's the time for them tyres to be going off. Yep, it definitely is. That's them tyres gone. So he's going to have to try and make it around once more so you could go and get on them soft compound tyres. Got Morph and Morph battle now. Yet again, Morph managing to go and use that DRS effectively and get up into 9th place, passing Morph right again. These two have been battling out the whole race pretty much. So everyone who's watching right now, welcome along, who's just new here, and yeah, so Nobby, Bootneck, Ginge right behind Morph here, and then just ahead there is Morph, but he's sitting 1.2 seconds up the road now. He's managed to actually pull out quite a little bit of a gap for himself. Of course, anyone who's watching at home right now, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like, also, it would be much appreciated. And share with your friends who like commentary and such. Chuckle now, going on to them soft tyres, he's going to drop back to 6th, possibly. Yep, he's going to drop back to 6th. Could he get out before Lee? It's going to be a close one. No, he isn't. He's going to have to contend with Lee here. What about Morph? Nope, he manages to get out in front of Morph. So he's in 7th place right now. Jundy Sunday jumping into the pits now. And he's going on to a set of medium compound tyres. That's a bit unusual. I never thought that, unless he's not got any more soft tyres left. We've got Steve-O on the softs also. We just pit the previous lap for them. So we'll continue to focus on this battle right now for 9th position. So we've got a 3-car battle here between Ginge, between Morph, Ginge and Nobby Bootneck. And we'll also keep an eye on Chuckle and how he is going to fare. As I expect, he's going to be able to manage to get that overtake done quite quickly. And it looks like Super Calgon's made another error, unfortunately. It's a bit unfortunate there for him. But looking at this battle right now, see Ginger actually managed to close that gap quite considerable. Chuckle though, it looks like Lee knows that there's no point in battling with him. You may as well just stick behind nice and closely and try and just use that DRS and try and keep up with him and try and keep that gap to Morph behind him, which is 4 seconds, and that could be easily shifted, but as we know, as Murray Walker once said, anything could happen in racing, and it usually does. So we'll have to wait and see if Morph will be able to catch up. Of course, there is this little battle going on that has turned into a 4-way battle now, and Ginge actually mentioned Super Calgon. Oh, he's out. He's retired in the pit lane, sorry. Ginge managed to get up past Nobby Bootneck. Oh, sorry, it looked like Nobby Bootneck managed to get past him, and he's just managed to get back past into that 10th position now. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. We've seen our first retiree 19 laps in. Only had a few more laps to go, and then we could have had a retireless race. It's something I've not seen in a while, I would think. I'm unsure about that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Ben T. Smith on this hassle. Looks like he could be going for a move, going up to Spoon here. Is he going to go for it, or is he going to keep nice and close and try and go for it at 130R, or try and get that DRS down the start-finish straight, just stick nice and close? And looking at that Haas, you could see like the big dips in the side pod with the engine covers. What were they called before? I forget. They're like troughs, pretty much. But yeah, looking at this now, the Alpine actually going for a move here on the Haas. Oh, and there's a big bit of contact there between Ben and Percival. Percival actually going off the track a little there on the exit of turn number 17 there. Pro Live getting a 30-second time penalty. Ben T managing to get that DRS, and is he going to use it? Yes, he does. He manages to use it to full effect. Junty Sunday getting the fastest lap of 1:30.486. We'll move a wee bit further. Jay-Z being overtaken by Chuckle. Chuckle actually on a rampage right now. We'll see how he's going to be able to catch up to Suzuki ahead, and it's going to be in 9.7 seconds. We'll go to see how that is going to fare. Jay-Z actually moving out of the way of Lee. Oh, Pro Live, he's retired in the pit lane. That's a bit unfortunate. That is a bit unfortunate when that happens. It is a bit, not gonna lie, I've done it myself, but yeah, sometimes things like that do end up getting the better of you, and yeah, but there's the yellow flags coming out now. Who's that for? Oh, that was just for Pro Live coming away, so unfortunately, not much going on here. We've got Nobby Bootneck and Murph still battling out. Ginge! Has he made another error? Did he have to pit? He's pit twice now. Oh, that's unfortunate. I missed out with some of the stuff that was going on there. But yeah, so he's actually dropped back quite a bit there. With the amount of work I would say that he's put in, he would have been contender for my driver of the day. But right now, it's looking like Chuck could actually be my driver of the day up to now. Or even Morph, possibly, who's been managing to do quite an excellent race here today. We'll continue to focus on this battle between, for 8th place between Nobby Bootneck, the Williams of Morph, and the Mercedes of Murph. So we're seeing, is Nobby going to manage to get close enough? Is Murph going to manage to pull out of that DRS window that Murph's got right now? Oh, so this is going to leave Murph vulnerable now. Did he get the DRS? We'll be able to see from the car ahead. Yes, he did. He just managed to get it. Ooh, I thought Murph would have got that there from Jay-Z in the car ahead. Jay-Z not managing to do nicely this time round. Of course, he did manage to get a good lap in qualifying, but now this isn't qualifying. This is the main race now. And you've got to be able to do better in the race than what you do in qualifying. No, qualifying only determines the grid. So it does give you a little bit of a helping hand, but not entirely. So still seeing this little four-way battle starting between Nobby up to Jay-Z. So what could be happening with staying on board with these guys? You've got Jay-Z just up in front. We'll have a wee quick look at the tyres here. And of course, Jay-Z and Murph. So, Nobby's actually on the worst set of tyres right now. Jay-Z, of course, on the longest set of tyres. And he decides to actually move out the way for these guys. Oh. So, he's just moved out the way there. That's about... we have Nobby actually having to pick a side there. Murph is moving quite erratically there as we're going into turn 16. That's a bit of a cause for concern. and now Murph actually managing to get past there. So the Mercedes actually doing a bit of erratic movement, and if that was me, if I was Nobby there, I would be possibly putting in a little bit of a complaint about that after the Grand Prix. Jindy Sunday managing to move up into 12th past the Haas of Percival, using that DRS and then fresher yellow-walled Pirelli medium tyres to his full effect. Murph managing to stay right close to the back of Murph here. Let's see how this is going to ensue and what will be happening. Of course, a lovely shot there from the helicopter up above. And Jay-Z actually fallen quite a considerable way. Yellow flag in sector 1. Oh, that's the Red Bull of Bish. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Jay-Z moving further down along Ben T past. So we'll move further up. We've got this battle still going on here between Murph and Nobby here. We'll go on board with Murph, that way we'll be able to get the best viewpoint for both of them. Now it looks like Nobby's moving to the right hand side on Murph there, and he doesn't go for it. He kind of has to let off there near the end, so he's going to have to stay in the same position of P9 at the moment. So Mark could actually see that Williams up the road. Is he going to be able to catch up in time? Because we could see if Chuck's tyres are going to start falling off nearer the end, or is Mark's, or are they going to last until just enough so you could get that done. Of course, all he needs to do is basically make sure that he's in the lead going on to the last lap, and then that could most likely increase his chances of going back. So this battle between these two is actually getting quite intense now. Murph actually dropping down 2 places there, so he must have made quite an error going around Spoon there, and yeah, he's going to have to be playing catch up now. Oh, Chuckle and Lee swapping places, moving back down to. Could we see Nobby be going for a move? He's using that bar, he's using the DRS, he's using the slipstream, he moves to the right hand side, and he uses that inside line to gain 7th place there. Nicely done from the Williams man moving up there, the Alpha Tauri man moving up into 7th place there. Got Chuckle there. How is he? I think his soft tyres are running out on him. Don't think that was the best strategy for him to use. For him to jump onto the soft tyres near the end, but we could wait and see how things are going to go. But there is quite a gap to 4th place. Jay-Z getting a 3-second time penalty. Of course, that ain't going to bother him. He's just sitting, just cruising around really. It appears at the moment. You could see Percival managing to get past in just a moment. But that isn't a battle that we're wanting to watch right now. The battle for 8th place, 7th place right now. And Ben is actually starting to get involved in this as well. It's turning into a 4-car battle again. So it's going to be from 7th to 10th. These 4 cars battling out. We've got an Alpha Tauri, a Williams, a Mercedes, and an Alpine. No. The only engine we're missing is a Ferrari engine out of this little battle. Let's see, is Morph going to go for it? No, he isn't. He stays behind for now. We've got one more lap to go after this. We're on the penultimate lap. As things stand, Chuckle is still chasing down that 5th position. of Lee, who's on them 12-lap old hard tyres. His hard tyres will be nice for now. Oh, and Murph actually being overtaken by Murph in 8th place, for 8th place, sorry. You see that light flashing away on the back of Ben's car there, but these lads are going to have to make sure they're going to have enough battery left for that last lap, or that last DRS jump. We could see quite a few of them, if not all of them, using it. Ginge and GZ swapping places, Ginge moving up into 13th place. Of course, he hasn't been the best as of lately, making a few mistakes, I think. Anyway, either are just being a bit unlucky. But right now, Mark's actually managed to catch up to Chuck, but is it going to be too little, too late? As we're going to need to wait and find out. They're just going to be coming around turn 3 and 4 now. We'll stay focused on this battle for the lead right now. Mark is going to be absolutely determined to get this here. And you can see the different lines that they're actually taking there as they were heading through the S's. Now through Degna 1 and Degna 2. He didn't use too much of the road there on the exit, of course. You want to be playing it a little bit cautious, especially if you're sitting in 2nd place. You don't want to be pushing too hard. You want to try and put that pressure on the car in front and try and make the driver in front make an error and force them into making a mistake. Of course, he's sitting just under 2/10 back, and you could certainly feel that pressure starting to come under Chuck. And his palms will be sweaty, his knees weak, arms will be heavy. We'll see how he's going to do as they're coming up to 130R. Is Mark going to go for a little lunge coming into the final chicane of turns 16 and 17? And no, he doesn't. He doesn't do the Senna and go for it. And that's it. That's going to be the end of the Grand Prix. And Chuck manages to get that win. And all the points from the race. Mark comes home in 2nd. Super Striker 3rd. Zuki was 4th, 5th. Will be Lee when he manages to cross the line, or when he comes to cross the line, should I say. And then we've got Chuckle, who was actually quite a way back on Lee in the end. They soft tyres fell away way too quickly there. And you can see as he was struggling to get grip there on the coming across the line. Got Nobby Bootneck, Murph. Oh, Nobby Bootneck actually gets the best result, finishing in 7th. 8th was Ben T, then Jundy Sunday, Murph, Percival. We've got Ginge, who unfortunately didn't have a great race. Mr. Twist was actually doing quite well until he had a little bit of an error at the start of the Grand Prix. GZ, unfortunately, yeah, not doing the best. I think he just let drivers past, unfortunately. Or I think he may have not been here. If he wasn't, then I do apologise. Oh, Ginge. Right, so Ginge finished in P13. Could you guys maybe stay in the lobby until the end of the Grand Prix? Until the end of this bit here at least. So that, because there's a little bug where it ends up messing it up, and if you're retired during that, it ends up putting you at the back as if you didn't finish the race. So, Chuck actually manages to, I would say, get my driver of the day, managing to pull off an excellent strategy there, going from 4th up to 1st and getting that win. Mark was 2nd there, just being that a little bit too late on his attack. Super Striker was 3rd, then it was Zuki in 4th, Lee in 5th, Chuckle in 6th. His strategy at the end not paying off, going on from them mediums to softs. Then you had Nobby Bootneck battling out there for his life there with Ben T. Smith, who finished just behind him. And then you had Jundy Sunday, and then who was battling out with Nobby Bootneck was Murph, and Murph, who finished in 10th and 11th due to penalties, I think it was. Yep, they both received penalties, so that's a bit unfortunate. We've got Percival in 12th, Mr. Twist was 13th, Steve-O, nope, sorry, wait there. Ginge was P13, Mr. Twist 14th, Steve-O was 15th, Jay-Z was 17th, 16th, Bish 92 and the Haas was 17th, 18th was Bish 4269, and Pro Life and Super Calgon did not finish the Grand Prix. So, I would say for this being my first one, it was actually quite a good race there, and hopefully in the future I'll be maybe commenting again. So, looking forward to that. As of everything else, I would say smashing racing from everyone out there, and yeah. So, until next time, from me, peace out.